Hey there, and welcome back to Dustland Delivery. The goal in this episode is to prepare ourselves for the mini-bosses and the big boss. So there's several mini-bosses here. You have the Spewer. I believe there's two of each on the map. So we have a Valkyrie, a Sweller. We've seen some of them in the north here. So there's a Spewer and a Sweller here. And then you have one big guy, which is the Titan here. We want to prepare for that, so this episode is going to focus on the odds and ends, stuff that I haven't discussed before, stuff that I discovered while prepping for these bosses, because yeah, that's going to take me a lot of hours to get the full crew set up, because we want to eventually expand to about 8 people, get the truck completely upgraded. So let me show you. So you can see we need cores for everything here. So to upgrade one crew member we need 6 cores already, so who knows how much this is going to be to get 8 crew members in there. I also saw that on the map, just like in the previous episode, there's some cores laying around. So there's some ancient core here, ancient core here. There's one here, I believe. So I'll keep investigating that, pick up the cores, keep expanding, pick up the resources, upgrading my gear. Most of that will be cut out, but anything that I've not discussed before, like I said, I want to touch upon. So one of the first things I want to point out is we took over Dionysia here. I put a lot of cloud in that. We control the city now. Control is very nice because you can set up your food stall. You don't have to pay that 10 scrap anymore. It's not that the scrap is a problem, it's constantly clicking and clicking and clicking, and now you can just sell a lot faster. And this is pretty low right now because you can sell well over 2,000 in here. 2,000 worth of scrap, but I've already sold for over 50,000. And then I discovered what I'm going to show next. When you go to the bar and you buy crats, you have no fee anymore. So you literally don't lose any money on this. So you can just do it this way. So normally you pay, what is it, like 9% or 10% fee, depending on your relations. So because we own this city, or well, we are part of the faction that controls the city, it's basically free exchange right now. Very handy. So we drove to a question mark and it starts a quest. You find a car parked by the side of the road. The ground is scattered with various parts and tools. The car's owner sits slumped against the door, clearly having given up. What's the matter? Oil pump crapped out, car won't even start. Let's see. Of course he wanted his parts sent to him, but of course the employer's not going to do that. Or the manufacturer's not going to do that. Okay, what options do we have? We can speak with the manufacturer, or we can try replacing the pump. Let's try that. You pop open the hood and take a look at the busted oil pump. It's an odd design, probably made custom by the manufacturer. You can't figure out how it works. I wonder if this is a random event, or if that there would be a chance that we would actually be able to fix that way. It's interesting because my crafting level is pretty high, but no luck. We can speak with the manufacturer, I guess. Oh, so that gives a side story quest. Customer Disservice. Thanks a million. The man pulls a rifle out from the back seat. I'll stay here with the car. Great. Where do we have to go? Help the driver with the broken down car. Talk to the car's manufacturer. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I was headed that way anyways. Because I'm running out of ammo. And we can pick up some more ammo in one of our towns. So I'm going to do that. It's nicely on the way over there. Alright, time to turn that quest in. Task completed. Let's see. You finally track down the manufacturer of the man's broken down car. A very upbeat customer service rep comes out to meet you. You explain the situation and once again ask them to send a mechanic to fix the car. Sorry, no can do. Let's kidnap the mechanic. Request information on how the pump works. We can do that one. Or we report you to the syndicate. I think the city belonged to Syndicate before, but I turned it into Metropole. I think that's probably what's happening here. We'll just do a request information on how the pump works, and then we basically have to drive back. Kidnap a mechanic is also fun, of course, but let's keep it clean. It's a trade secret. Wow, really? Can I try this again? Is it always the same answer? Okay. Well, I'm gonna kidnap him then. You press a gun to his spine. Sorry. So this guy doesn't know what an oil pump is. Great. Well, there's only one option then, right? We'll report you to the syndicate. Let me check with my manager. It looks like he's going to change his mind now. Be back in a jiff. I've been authorized to share a small amount of information with you. The information you provided isn't very useful. Okay, so when somebody else walks up to us, I heard you folks are having some oil pump problems. Okay. That completes the quest, I think. Yeah, there's no follow-up. I've got a skill point. This is somebody that I picked up. I'll speak about this in a moment. So what I started doing is I check out the bars to see who I can hire. But also I try to hire people that don't belong to a faction. I don't want to piss off a faction. So I kind of stick to the people that do not belong to a faction. And I focus on people that have a very high attack number. Well, very high. You don't want to start with 0 here, or let's say 5. Because attack is kind of difficult to level. Because in the beginning you get 2 points for every book or attribute that you skill up. But then at some point it turns into 1. So for example, if he had attack 5, in order to get to 20, you probably need about 10 or 12 levels of leveling just to focus on the attack. So focus is a lot easier, because to get to 20 focus takes less books than to get to 20 attack. So the other thing that I realized is that instead of just doing volley, which makes everybody shoot, and I can do it twice because we have the rear cannon and the front cannon and the mid cannon, so you can shoot twice per trucker here. Just look at how much health they have, how much of a threat they are with all the buffs and the debuffs that they have, and just use the person that would shoot best. So right now, because he shoots only 1 bullet, he shoots 6 and she shoots 2 right now. So let me end the turn. I will put him closer a little bit. Just shoots. Because I was always clicking volley, and you just run through your ammo that way. It's completely unnecessary, because him with the 6 bullets right now, you know, if I shoot here, him with the 6 bullets right now would probably waste 4 bullets. So that is something that I kind of kept an eye on, and it saves me a lot of bullets, because I was just going through my ammo like crazy, and that is really not the right way to do it. So I'm at Gateway Rest Stop right now, and I ran into a very interesting person in the bar. You wouldn't think that he would be good. It's a rancher, so you would think, well, he's only good at ranching. But actually, if you look at his numbers, he has a decent attack, has 20 focus already, and has 25 husbandry. So I don't even need to level these 2 up, really. I can focus all his skill points to attack. And he likes the rain. He doesn't like partying. And it's an animal lover. I still don't know what this means. Alright, the next step on our road towards the minibuses is to make sure that we can actually equip our truck with some improvements on there. Not just yet, because we have all the slots full and I don't want to spend any more core. It takes 3 cores now to get to slot 15, I'm not going to do that. But what I can do is I can craft. One of the things I looked at was actually on the hull. We have these 2, but I want to get the steel bracket. So let's craft that. Steel bracket, and then on the combat, I think it's a really funny item. It's the Lawnmower. So I already did learn the blueprints. I used Emperor for that, of course, my main intellectual guy. So let's craft this. Perfect. So despite the fact that we cannot equip him yet, as soon as I am going to do the bosses, like I said before, I'm going to refit my truck. I'm going to take some stuff off that I don't need for combat, like for example the tire change here, the tarp, insulator, dust filter. I can take these all off and replace them with items that I already have in the truck right now. Parts here. So we have the steel bracket. So that gives me plus 60 for the hull. Then we have the lawnmower. Gives me plus melee attack 15. And a machine gun. That means that we fire more ammo. I will check the blueprints some more to see if there's anything else I want to put in the truck. There's another one for the hull, I believe. We have the plus 60 from the steel bracket. I can also do the bumper, actually. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. So then, as soon as we're going to do the bosses, I'm going to equip that and make really a Mad Max vehicle here. Oh, and while I'm on YU, let me show you something. I picked up a robot. It's quite a while ago already that I picked this robot up in a bar. It's a nice combat unit. Some really nice stats. With decent focus, nice defense. Attack, 22 right off the bat. The problem with a combat unit like a robot is that you cannot assign a pet. So that basically means that you lose some attack power because of the pet. And also their eating is kind of different because they eat fuel, they don't eat normal foods. And you're thinking, well, that doesn't make much of a difference. Well, the problem is with my noodle soup strategy, because they do stress, these robots. So when I want to bring the stress down, the only option that I have is to use alcohol so they can get drunk. As far as I know, no other way to really do it unless you want to get frisky in a bar. I'm not sure if that works with a robot. Probably will. Yeah, you cannot do it with the noodle soupies or something. Maybe you can build a campfire and have a party and a camp. But it's really a pain in the butt because you cannot use the noodle soup. And yeah, I originally had planned to have him in the truck because his stats are really, really good. But I decided to just put him on the wall because it just was really not worth the trouble to go through with the robot. So I put the robot on the wall. There are some ancient cores here. Now this is really, really not a nice zone at all, of course. I think the safest spot to go is probably here. It's still an infection level here though, it says infection 20, so maybe here and then make our way over there. This is a boss, Sweller, so we probably want to avoid that one. I don't think I'm ready yet. But yeah, I'll have to make my way over here. There's 2 cores here. We've been looking around a little bit. I wish they had different icons, but yeah. So we've been here where the cores were. I don't think there's any cores up here, is there? No. I'm just kind of looking for the cores here. I can fold that in. And there was some here somewhere, I think. An ancient core here. Yeah, there was some on this side as well. And a core here. Okay. Yeah, there's several laying around the map. I'm not sure if it's worth the trouble to go all the way over there, but I'm pretty close to these 2. I'm going to pick these up. Hopefully upgrade the truck. Alright, so we're on our way to the course. We're going to go into the Mega Plague Zone. So this is also 50 here. Infection 25 actually. It's in the zone, but Mega Plague Zone is 50. The last thing you want is stop here for any reason because you're going to get jumped. Now, I'm not too worried about it. We have 4 people. I was able to give was it him or her? So it's him. I was able to give him a bolt action rifle. Yeah, it has a beard, so yeah, it's him. Okay. So you can hear the creepy music already. I'm surprised that there's no event the moment you pick up an ancient core. At least there hasn't been so far. Who knows? Might have jinxed that. We picked one up. Okay. What is this for a building here? Wild animals. You can probably hunt. There's nothing special about this place at all. So we just now picked up those 2 cores here. I'm take a little bit of a breather here in Forest Lookout. I'm probably going to make my way through the swamp. It's quite a trip. And then to that question mark is a side story, electronic lock. So we're going to see what that quest is all about. And also hit all these landfills here and scavenge some resources for our guns and upgrades. We're almost there. If you can see me through all the notification scroll right here. You come across a cabinet with an electronic lock. It must still have power because the lock's still functional. Have a think. Let's have a think. Take a look at the papers again. Skimming through the gibberish, you spot a few numbers. Well, let's write down all the numbers. It's tedious work, but you jot down all the numbers you can find. You've got numbers in an electronic number lock. You crack your knuckles. Time to get guessing. And this is an infected zone, so we probably will get it. I'm not sure if we will get interrupted then, but let's see. None of them work. 3-digit numbers. Oh. Inside you find a collection of books. You crack open one of the books. It seems to be written in the same strange code as the papers. Oh, I don't have the intellect. Check it against a dictionary. 50% chance of success. Crap. Unfortunately, you can't make head or tails of this odd code. Can I try it again? Ah, okay. It takes a while, but you start to notice patterns in the text. You've cracked the cipher, you little cryptographer. Finally understanding the code, you begin reading through the books. It appears to be the investigation logs of a private eye, and apparently the owner of a local gas station was having an affair with the wife of one of his employees. The accounts are pretty salacious, but not particularly useful. You sort of feel like a creep. Well, that was a waste of time. We got some experience, but hey, free smut. Oh, great. Oh, we got some books. Okay, perfect. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, they're funny stories, though. There's another one here, so I won't make my way over there. There's no course here on this side anymore. I do want to hit some of these landfills. It's actually a nice area. I probably will go here to the scavengers, buy some stuff, and then hit these landfills here. Before we go back to Flockville. Alright, we stopped in Flockville. That's something I wanted to show you. You might remember that from previously mentioned. I recruited 2 people that I put in production here because I wanted to gear them up and level them up to be, well, good fighters with good focus and good attack. And instead of putting them on the wall, I put them in production because that level's a lot faster. And let me show you, because this person has been on this wall of Flockville for quite some time already. I have no clue how many days she has been on here. She's level 3. They only get experience when the city is being attacked. So that goes really slow. This person is level 4. The 2 people that I got here was actually the animal handler, with the cat ears, and the tourist. They're already level 7. And level 8. So right now it's really late game, so I'm about to go and attack the bosses, but I should have done this earlier, figured this out earlier, because yes, this level's a lot faster. Because the moment they produce, then they get a little bit of experience. And as you can see, I mean, that's level 8, they're twice the level of the ones on the wall that have been there forever. So yeah, this is something that we have to keep in mind for any future playthroughs, of course. The other thing I was looking at, though, is projectile. Now, I've been using Molotovs mostly, because they're so easy to craft. But down here, there's grenades. Does 30 damage. A lot more damage. But then you have a stun grenade. Now, it says ruins. Ruins are not part of this game just yet. So, as of February 2025, they are not part of the game just yet. That is in the future. Is going to be released in the future. But I wonder if this still works. So you do 15 damage, and then you can actually, for example, avoid combat. Or with the flashbang, you can stun the enemies for 1 turn. So I'm going to learn this. And I want to try this. We can craft a couple of those, I guess. I mean, it's kind of risky if it doesn't work. I'm kind of screwed. If I have, let's say, do 3 of those. Flashbang Legendary. Does it more damage then? How can I see that again? Flashbang. Legendary. 25 damage, 1-time use. So I wonder if this is only for the ruins. Stuns enemy for 1 turn. I will probably equip 1 when doing the bosses. I have the impression that doesn't work when we're doing the bosses because they're not in the ruins and it's kind of limited, it seems like. So we'll figure that out. But I crafted some. Next up is where we're going to go here and check out this quest called Defense Encampment. We're almost there. There we go. As you approach the destination, you hear sporadic gunfire in the distance. Looking in the direction of the sound, you see a group of people taking shelter by a vehicle, fending off a horde of infected. You want to watch from a distance? Should we help? Let's help. Get virtue +1. We lost ammo, require liquor. You managed to fight off the infected swarm. Okay. You notice the makeshift tent the group was trying to defend. Okay, groans of pain echo out from within it. Concerning. Demand an explanation. Ask politely. Of course they don't want to answer then. Ah, crap. Another pain groan. You realize it's a woman's voice. We're about to bring new life into the world. Okay. Why not go to an incubation center? Incubation was one of the technologies to survive the fall, and good thing that it did. With natal care and the Dustlands being what it is, natural births tend to be an option of last resort. Look, it's just not the same, explains one of the group. Life should beget new life. You can't leave it to machines. Why do this in the wilderness? We're trying to take her to the city near here to get some help, explains the group member. but we couldn't make it to safety in time. Newborn babies don't have the greatest sense of timing. Anything we can do to help? The group share awkward glances with each other. They have been stuck in this position for a long time already, and there's been little progress in the woman's labor. If they hang around any longer in the plague zone, they'll all be in danger. We can take it to the city. We can sell you some supplies. We'll help stout guard. Let's take them to the city. Paging doctor. Okay. Let's see. Where do we have to go? Midwife. Oh, that's pretty close. That's right there. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Sad. Alright, there we go. Midwife rest stop. Seems kind of, I like this. It's the right town for this, of course. You managed to make it to the city in time. Common knowledge would say that natural births are a bad idea in the Dustlands, but as you arrive in the clinic and watch the clinic physicians rush to treat the woman, you suddenly feel as if you have gained a new understanding of the miracle of life. There's no time to lose. Luckily, the delivery ends with mother and baby both well. The group manages to fix up their truck too. They catch up with you, thank you for all you have done, and offer you plentiful stash of supplies as thanks. I'll bring new life into the world. Nice. Look, the truck's gonna need to stay here for a complete overhaul, and the new mom is gonna need to rest for a while too. You think you could do us one last favor? They give you the coordinates of their village and ask you to report the news back to them the next time you're passing through. Oh, 2 course. Nice. Where do we have to go? Oh, that is really not too far away. We'll just swing by real quick. You follow the team's coordinates and arrive at the village, only to find that it has come under attack. I can't read anything. From infected. Looking around, you fail to find a single survivor. Ah, no. Let's take a quick look. Turning over one of the corpses, you find a piece of paper, but it's too smeared with blood to make anything out. Okay. Oh, that was a weird ending of that quest. I was hoping to still find a survivor, but no such luck. It's here. You spot a few survivors camped out by their pickup truck. They seem to be resting. Okay, that's not the quest, actually. Let's chat, get a cooking recipe. Cream of matsutake soup. So this is the quest. You see a small procession of people trudging through the Dustlands on foot. It's a few hours' drive from the nearest city. The refugees silently follow their leader. Their faces either twisted into pained grimaces or completely expressionless. What are you folks doing out here? The leader of the refugees turns to you. Bandit attack. He points his thumb in a vague direction behind him. Our vehicle is a smoking heap now. Heading to the city to hire a tow truck. See how much of it we can save. You folks need a ride, offer them some foods. Offer some food. Doesn't seem to raise spirits much. You get a virtue with lots of rations. You folks need a ride? Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have arrived. Task completed. Let's see if I can read this through all the notifications. When they see the town on the horizon, the refugees breathe a sigh of relief. An older woman is standing by the gates, seemingly waiting for you. You stop your truck to let the refugees off. One of them, a girl in her mid-teens, runs up to the older woman. The two embrace. Is anybody going to pay us? I don't care. Listen to their conversation. I can't believe it. You're alive. Blah, blah, blah. There's something I need to do. Okay. What's going on here? You two need any help. Girl looks up at you. I'm looking for someone. I joined up with those refugees because I thought they might lead me to her. There's been days and I haven't found anything yet. Okay, who is it that you're looking for? A friend, my best friend. She has a photo of a pretty young woman, slightly older than the girl. How did she go missing? We were attacked. She saved me, but we got split up. Where did you last see her? So she gives us a location on the map. Well, we can help you find her for a fee. Missing persons. Deal. The girl seems undeterred by the price tag. Hearing that her daughter's about to run away yet again, the mother starts arguing with her. Wait for me outside of town, she tells you. I'll catch up. You wait for a long time outside of town. Eventually you figure that she's decided to go home after all. girl hops into the cab. Let's go. So where do you have to go now? Gate. But that's not too far. That's right. Is that right here? Huh. Let's reset. It's really close nearby. Task completed. Missing persons. Search for the young woman's missing friend. Hope she's alright. You arrive at the missing friend's last known location. You come to the area for a long time, but you don't find anyone. Anyone living, at least. You find several dead bodies torn apart by the infected. It'd be hard to tell if these mangled bodies were even human, much less find a specific one. I'll recognize her, trust me, the girl insists firmly. Shout out the missing friend's name. I'm not sure if that's smart. Investigate tracks. Ah, crap, we have a 50 again. Observe the trees. Crew focus. Let's do that. Looking at the trees, you spot many with branches snapped off as if somebody was moving through there. Recently too, by the looks of the breakpoints. You identify a path of these snapped branches leading deeper into the woods. Oh, okay. Make your way deeper into the dense woods. To your surprise, the young woman is more than able to keep pace with you. The path leads you to a ruined house. The house itself is completely wrecked, but you see a door to the cellar. After checking for traps, you open the cellar door and it leads into a dark basement. Not far below. We're not going to call out anything. Yeah, leave the girl to us fate. Enter the cellar. Calling out is kind of tricky, I think. Enter the cellar, we probably get ambushed by infected, but we have 4 people on us. Huddled in the corner is a person. Our movements say infected, but she hasn't fully turned. Still somewhat resembling the young woman you saw in the photo. Before you can stop her, the girl calls out her friend's name. Oh. You find your missing person. No surprise she's become infected. There's no way a human could survive so many days in a place like this. Despite her friend having turned, the girl doesn't hesitate to move towards her. Before you can react, the girl's already in biting distance of the infected. Strangely, the infected doesn't seem to be lunging at her. We'll just wait and see what happens. The infected isn't attacking, you think it must be a fluke. You find your missing person. So this is the same text. Let's tie up the infected. This infected might not be attacking, but you aren't taking any chances. After binding the infected's hands and feet, you turn to ask the girl what's going on. She's always been like this, since the day we first met. Infected. The last word catches in her throat. It's no wonder she didn't seem surprised to see her friend like this. I've always thought the infected were fascinating. The kids back home used to pick on me, saying I was a Zed lover. One time they tied me up in the middle of the woods. They said, if you love the Zed so much, you should let them eat you. Okay, that's where she met her friend. You're saying this infected still has its sanity? She does. She hasn't fully turned yet. She can't talk anymore, and she has to try really hard not to bite people, but she understands what you're saying. She's not a monster. Does a wound like this really matter because she has a gunshot or something? You recall how most infected don't seem particularly bothered by even grievous injuries. She hasn't fully turned yet. It probably isn't affecting her as much as a regular human, but she could still die from it. Yeah, let's heal her up. What happens next? I thought if she's still part human, maybe human medicine would work on her. So she joined up with the refugee caravan. That's when I met you folks. We can try using our medicine on her. You pull out a medkit and prepare to clean and suture the wound. As you prepare to apply the antiseptic, the infected places a surprisingly gentle hand on yours. She looks into your eyes and in them you see a message of human clarity. Please give me peace. Oh. All of you, the girl included, understand what the infected is asking from you. She held on longer than most, but the infection eats away at all minds eventually. Let's ask the other girl. Let's go home. The girl kneels in front of her infected friend, staring into her eyes and squeezing her hand tight. She gets up and turns to you, her hand outstretched. Gun is all she manages to choke between racking sobs. You hand it to her. The girl pulls her friend into a final embrace. And then you hear a bang, and then I thought, let's go home. Okay. Unfortunately not a happy ending. Bring the girl back to her family. Let's go. Here we go. Task completed. Let's go home. The girl doesn't say a word on the entire ride back, seeing her mother waiting for her at the town gates. However, you think you see the corners of her lips twitch. You've got 2 lives to live for now. So we got a lot of experience. Everybody got a skill level in here. So that's pretty cool. Alright, on the map, I noticed, by the way, that there is a core laying here. So there is a slight difference. The cores have a little, looks like a blue circle around them. It's automatically infection 50, I think, in that zone. So I can probably see there's a little circle here. So that is the difference then. So that's how you can recognize cores on the map. So I stand corrected. Because earlier I said I don't see a difference in the icon, but now we know what the difference is. Alright guys, almost there. Here we go again. You drive a truck at a snail's pace as you try to navigate the dense forest. The weather's awful today, which makes it especially surprising when you spot a lone figure in the trees. Doesn't look creepy at all. Let's get a closer look. You just mount your truck and inch up close to the figure. You can't make out much, but you don't spot any weapons on them. You carefully follow them as they continue through the woods, far enough away that you can just barely see their outline. I think that's pretty smart. These are dangerous woods to be wandering alone, yet over the course of you following the person, they don't seem to encounter a single danger, not even an infected. Guess they must be lucky. The figure eventually enters a small cabin. Listen through the door. You hear a faint sound of laughter, but not much else. Peek into the window. You don't see much before the person inside turns around to face you. You manage to duck out of the way before you're spotted. Go around the back. The back door is securely locked. Let's knock politely. Who is it? A female voice comes from behind the door with a sweet and gentle lilt. The door opens. We are your new neighbors. You find a young girl staring up. She seems frail but not malnourished. Hi there, can I help you? Yeah, we're your new neighbors. Oh, welcome to the neighborhood. Come on in. Take a seat. Make yourself at home. The girl hums a tune as she lays out a spread of home-cooked food. Are you hungry? Eat as much as you'd like. I'm not gonna eat anything yet. Why are you out here all alone? The little girl looks confused. Alone? I'm not alone. I live here with Daddy. She points at an empty chair. You haven't replied to a single thing he's asked you. That's not very neighborly, you know. The girl pouts. Okay. You chuckle nervously, not sure what to make of this. Even wave hello to the empty chair. Is she delusional? Maybe, but where is she getting all this food? Don't say anything. When she's done eating, the little girl gets up and whispers something to the empty chair. Dejected, she turns to you and says, Sorry. Daddy says you guys can sleep over tonight, but I'm sure we'll see each other again soon. Okay. Bye, little lady. She even packs you some food for the road. Weird. As you make your way back to your truck, you're still shaken and curious about what just happened. Part of you wants to camp out near her home and see what happens. Yeah, let's wait and see what happens. 5 hours. You set up camp near the cabin, close enough to keep an eye on it. Sleeping in shifts, I can't read any of this. You watch the cabin for hours. Finally, something happens. 3 men approach the cabin with the strong winds and the tree cover. They don't notice your presence. The girl lets the 3 men in, seemingly familiar with them. Let's sneak in and listen again. You hear someone opening drawers and cupboards. Just in an inventory, looks like we're missing some food. You hear one of the men say to his compatriot. In a gentle but disapproving voice, he asks the girl, You haven't been feeding the wildlife again, have you? I didn't. Some new neighbors came by. We had lunch together. Hearing this, the men begin whispering to each other. The conversation is inaudible, but they sound nervous. Sneak up and listen in. I think we did that. Well, let's look through the windows again. You see the 3 men. Another scans the girl with a strange device. They don't look armed. But I can still do this, can I? I'm not sure if we're gonna get attacked this way. Yes, it's the same as before. Enter the cabin. The 3 men and the girl are all surprised by your sudden entrance. Suddenly, with military-like swiftness and precision, one of the men has a syringe full of unknown liquid up against one of your throats. Drop your weapons now. Well, I don't want to lose one of my guys here. Comply. You drop your weapons to the ground without moving a syringe from your neck. The man uses his foot to slide your weapons over to the corner. The man moves the syringe away from your neck. I'm guessing you're the new neighbors she was talking about. We're part of Millsack, of course it's Millsack. Research team studying this little girl. She was bit by an infected but didn't turn, not fully at least. She's begun to develop abilities, not like an alpha infected. Her screams can render other creatures unconscious, rupture eardrums, or even crack a person's skull open. Why are you keeping her out in the woods? Well, we probably want to keep her away from anywhere humans live, I guess. The city. Do you know what dangerous her powers are? What if she runs into a wild dog or something and screams? She'd take out an entire block. Am I a monster? The researcher's eyes grow wide as he hears the girls behind him start to sob. Sweetie, no, of course you're not a monster. We need to calm her down, he whispers. If she screams, it's not going to be good. Ah, crap. Can't hug her. Try to calm her down. Oh boy, wait. Ranger blocked the attack and avoided getting wounded. Okay, her sobs turn to wailing and eventually a scream. Everything goes black when you wake up. One of your crew members has a ruptured eardrum. The girl is gone, as are the researchers who have presumably left to go look for her. Is that the quest? Alright, almost there. Side story called Mansion. I hope I can read it through the text again. Squinting through the dust on the horizon, you are surprised to catch sight of an opulent Gothic mansion. It's undoubtedly the best house you've ever seen. Your curiosity gets the better of you and you stick your neck through the gates to get a better look. As you're about to leave, one of your crew notices signs of recent damage. Someone has sawn a hole through the iron fence. Okay, so there's somebody inside. You want to try squeezing through? Yeah, that's why not. Why not? Holding your weapon close, you slowly and carefully make your way in. Explore the courtyard. Overgrown weeds, sight of the same symbol in multiple places. Looks like some kind of family crest. Check the building to the west. Okay, we got some building materials. Check the tower to the east. The lock on the door to the tower is still in good condition. You can see that someone has fixed this place up. Check the manor house. You check the perimeter of the manor house and find no signs of immediate danger. For reasons you cannot fathom, you decide to knock on the door first. So unsurprisingly, no one answers. You push the door and it swings open. You're not sure which would be the scarier prospect, finding it locked or finding it unlocked. The house is dark, filled with broken furniture and the smell of mold and mildew. Still, for a place like this to be left standing after the fall is already a miracle in itself. Let's, the focus... Enter the dining room first. Oh, we blocked and attacked. One of your crew, you cannot fathom how reading in place. There's a device sitting in the corner for reasons. I guess we walked into the table or something. Enter the living room. There's a small device sitting in the corner of the living room. It's unclear what the device is for. We were attacked. Enter the kitchen. We get liquor. Enter the storeroom. Equipment. What does it mean? Presumably anything made of metal was taken away. What else do we do? Find a way to the other floors. You're surprised to see just how wealthy the former owner of this mansion must have been. Who puts an elevator in a 3-story house? By the look of the control panel, it must have had some kind of electronic control system, meaning you've got no hope of using it. Nice. Go to the second floor, investigate the devices. With a clunk, the lights around you suddenly illuminate. As the lights flicker back on, you suddenly find yourself surrounded by people. You instinctively run towards the exit, but are unable to find the door. Threaten them, so we cannot talk. Crap. Threaten them or fire them. Threaten them. They don't respond, they seem to be staring right through you. Nice. Fire at them. Reach out and touch them. One crew member summons up the courage to touch one of the figures. Their hand goes straight through them, so that ghost or something. After recovering from your initial panic, you discover that the figures are extremely realistic holographic projections, products of a technology thought to have been lost since the fall. You wonder just how insane this family must have been to fill their house with holograms of themselves. Let's go to the second floor. You uneasily make your way to the staircase, or up the staircase, making sure not to step on any of the collapsed stairs. You want to go left or right? The corridor forks left and right into the two wings of that. Let's go left. Turning left, you find a few ordinary-looking bedrooms, seemingly untouched by all that has happened beyond these walls. You uncover a number of useful items. 300 books. Go right. Okay, filled with uncanny holograms. You edge closer and closer to the holograms. Look carefully. The lintel above the doorframe is open and you see a shotgun barrel stretch out from the dark hole. Who's there? Get out now or you'll never leave here alive. You're not sure if you imagined it, but the voice seems to be coming from the holograms themselves. Leave, but come back later. Run back to the hallway. Why would I do that? Let's run back to the hall. Screw it, you'll find another way. Heading back to the left, projections appear to be pointing you towards a window. You squeeze through it and jump. Why would I jump down a window? You rush through the courtyard in a panic, dodging fire from automated defenses. You manage to shelter behind a group of toppled statues. Miraculously, no one is injured. You're out of the line of fire. Panting for breath, you get your bearings and find yourself near the tower to the east. The door to the tower opens and a heavily armed figure steps out. He looks tough. Wait for him to leave? Okay, that doesn't. The man rushes away and you hurry in through the tower door, flipping him the bird as you disappear inside. We were attacked. Let's shoot a couple of times here. Go upstairs, go downstairs. Let's go downstairs first. It's locked. Okay, well, go upstairs then. The tower. Climb the tower. You hear a strange sound of movement from upstairs. Before you can even see what's going on, you smell a familiar odor. Drawing your weapons, you head slowly upwards on full alert. The third floor looks like some sort of prison. Looking closer, you realize that each cell holds an infected. Look carefully. The infected all seem to be wearing a red bracelet of some kind, with text on them that you can't make out without getting too close for comfort. As there's nothing else of note on this floor, you decide to head downstairs. As you're about to make your way down, you notice a set of keys hanging on the wall. Sure. They are the keys to the basement. You open the door and carefully make your way inside. There are 2 floors below ground, set up in the same way as you saw upstairs. But this time you don't smell infected. Instead, there's a slight scent of blood in the air. Looking into the cells, you see that some of them have people and while others are empty. Try to talk to the people. The people in the cell seem almost catatonic and they don't respond to your presence. Whatever's going on, this isn't normal. Look closer. You approach the people in the cells and notice that they are all wounded to some extent and have all been bandaged in rather haphazard fashion. Each person is wearing a blue bracelet, okay, bearing an inscription, probably their names. At the end of the corridor, on each floor, is a small desk bearing vials of tranquilizers. Okay, no wonder the people in the cells are so unresponsive. As there's nothing else around, you prepare to head back upstairs when you walk straight into the heavily armed man from before. He points his weapon straight at you. This isn't an ideal place for a gunfight. Try to talk to him. The guard hesitates for a moment and casts a glance at the cells behind you before finally speaking. Alright, just take it easy. I didn't think anyone would ever find this place. This is my family's home, and their final resting place. He says with some reluctance. The people in these cells are my relatives. Their names are on the bracelets. Unfortunately, the people in the cells upstairs are already... Okay, why haven't you killed them? Why not let the survivors leave? Survivors? I'm the only survivor here. Their injuries, there's no one who can treat them. Why haven't you killed them? They are my family. The man looks you in the eye and speaks with determination. I'm not going to kill them, okay? So you're just waiting around to die. I've kept them like this for decades. The man becomes suddenly enraged. There's got to be a way to save him. There has to be. You're stunned into silence for a moment. You've never seen anything like this before. Usually anyone attacked by infected stands little chance of survival without immediate treatment. You did this with tranquilizers? Asked one of your crew. The man's rage subsided. He nods. They are not just any of the market drugs. I had to make some adjustments. Okay, I failed more than once. I work with other researchers. Okay, we got experience. 2 cores. You tell him of the other institutes you know of in the Dustlands that are researching ways of curing the infected and assure him that the tranquilizers could be of great use to them. He seems excited by the prospects. I hands you a batch of tranquilizer samples and some resources for the road. Who knows? Maybe it really might work. Okay, so do we have tranquilizers now, or is it also something that is just not really there? Like that tape from that person that was able to sing and calm the infected down. So it's kind of like, it's mostly like a quest. It doesn't really give you anything then. The cores are very, very appreciated, of course. Alright, so I think that concludes the quest. Alright guys, we're in Flockville. And it took a while, but as you can see, we now have 6 people in the truck. Some of these people I was actually leveling up as production workers in Flockville and Pigplatz. But I've geared everybody up. This is the max I can do, by the way, if I come here. Upgrade. You can see that I cannot do anything more with regards to having more people in the truck. So it depends also on the truck you pick in the beginning, because our trucks that start with more people and then you probably have 8 truckers in the end. We have to settle with 6. Should be enough, really. Let me show you quickly the gear. Let me take that away. Time to put on the attack outfit. So you can kind of see a 200% accuracy. This guy's at 200. He has a sniper rifle. He has a sniper rifle. This is an automatic rifle. So slower accuracy, but you can see that everybody has kind of similar gear. Legendary scope here, very nice. 146% accuracy on that one. An automatic rifle. Then we have a couple of semi-automatics. But everybody has kind of similar gear. As you can see, 8x scope, the glasses, and things like that. Next step is, as I said earlier, making sure that we refit the truck. Let me get some more scrap here. Okay, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this. And we don't need this. And we can just start adding stuff, doesn't matter what you add it. Let's add a bumper. A similar part has already been installed. Oh. Okay. What would that... Oh, I already had a bumper. Okay, my bad. I was like, okay. Machine gun. And then we can add this one, the spike chassis for +10. And then we're full again. I can take this off. What does this do? You'll use... we don't care about that one. Let's install the lawnmower, of course. Flip funny. And that is basically it that we want right now. So we have decked our truck out with a lot of combat items now. And also some defensive items. So we're 370 hull. I don't know how I can see the attack power or anything. No, but I think all the parts we have left right now, yeah, this is all for driving and terrain and things like that. So we have plenty of ammo, plenty of water, plenty of fuel. Food is fantastic. We have the rations. I also opened up some of these food, the cooked foods, because that will actually make them happy, which improves their attack and defense. If I'm not mistaken. The defense and attack by +20%. So we're gonna make our way over here. And then I want to time this, that we can do this during the day. So that we shoot more accurately. But yeah, that's kind of the plan here. Alright, almost there. Making sure that everybody's eating noodle soup, so you can see that there's no stress, no fatigue. They're only a little bit hungry, so they keep eating. Everything's working just fine. Oh, yeah, the boss. I can't read this. It looks like there's the same mouse overs on the map. The Sweller's rotund body and lumbering movement may look harmless, but it's extremely hard to put down. Okay. Well, let's dance, I guess. Whoa. So that is definitely a lot of health, but we have 6 people with guns, and yeah. We're already panic. So that's not good. This guy is like, oh, okay, bring it on. 1036. Let's see. Max player range damage is 1. Okay. So that means that my bullets hit only for 1. Okay, how am I going to shoot 1,000 health on? Because we shoot, per volley, we shoot 30 bullets, so that's going to be 30 health. So I have to shoot... Well, I have enough ammo. But I think that we're going to be dead before we even get there. And also my worry is that we're going to be fatigued. Yeah, I'm not really sure about this. What is next? Melee damage is -95%. So that is for him then. Ah, okay. So basically it's going to turn into some massive melee fight here. Wow. So he's hardly doing damage. Well, I don't know what his normal melee damage is, but he's only doing 5% damage. So it's basically figuring out who lasts longest here. Now our melee damage is minus 50, so that is horrible. So that brings us to 170. What is it? 187. 170. No, 187. Kind of give or take, right? Yeah, this is not great. Let's bring him in melee range. Let's see what happens to the fatigue levels here. Nothing. If I throw a grenade, I'm gonna take this guy here. Throw a Molotov. Doesn't look like this is doing anything. You have a grenade. And can you do the flashbang? Minus 25, is he stunned? Doesn't look like he's stunned, does it? Okay, so can we melee now? Whoa. So what is hitting now? Are we gonna last them this way? Is this the truck? Because everybody's fatigued. Yeah, he's not doing damage. So are we gonna really outlast them here while everybody is tired and it's just a truck? Well, that's kind of a strange fight, isn't it, guys? We're probably gonna die or something. Not the boss of me. Defeat an alpha infected crew. Oh, okay. The global infection level has lowered. What does that mean? I'm not sure. It's probably these circles or something. So that is just crazy. Is anybody wounded? Healthy. Well, we definitely need to do something here, because if I just eat, then I will take the fatigue away as well. You don't want to be caught with your pants down now in a high infected zone after killing a boss. I'm not really sure what I should have done differently, because this is just kind of crazy, to be honest. That your truck basically kills him off. I mean, maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Alright, so we're on our way to the Spewer, and it looks like we're gonna hit that during the daytime, so that's perfect. Everybody's eating their food, everybody's happy, nobody is stressed, nobody's fatigued, but the moment we trigger that fight, we'll probably get stressed out, of course. But yeah, this looks like something that is going to be doing damage to us in a ranged attack. So we probably have to shoot ranged then as well. Okay, this is going to take minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes. So let's just dance. 249, 274. Fight. Quick battle. This is the boss fight, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look here. So the max range damage that we do is 6 per bullet. So we have 30, so that is going to be 180. Can attack from range. Range damage plus 10. Ooh. 23. And completely accurate. We have range to find 4. That is as good as it gets, I think. Okay, let's shoot, I guess. Oh, we can actually kill it, hopefully, before... Okay, well, we'll never know what it did. Okay, so the infection level has lowered again. Let's have a look. I don't see much. I don't see this much. Alright, so what is here? That's the Titan. So what I think I'm going to do, guys, is I think I'm going to go over here to Homestead. We've been there before. See, it's still going. This notification. They really need to do something about that, because I have not found a way to turn that off, and it just drives everybody up the wall in here. So we're going to make our way over to Homestead, rest up, and then we're going to go for the Titan. Alright guys, so I'm in Northern Lookout. I don't need to go to Homestead here. We can just go from Northern Lookout straight to the Titan. Not sure what to expect. It says don't try to fight the Titan unless you're packing the best equipment. We don't have the best, but we have pretty darn good equipment, I would say. Everybody is happy, nobody is stressed, nobody's fatigued. I opened up the food here, so this should be enough for them. I can open up all of it, of course, but this should be enough. Let's open this up. So they should be arriving there in great shape, happy, not fatigued and not stressed, and that's the best we can do. I do want to make sure that we get there during the day. This looks actually very, very nice. Almost there. 1 o'clock. It's about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. That is fine, that's fine. Let's see what we get. Unfortunately, these notifications just keep going and going and going. Okay, so this is the same text as on the map. Let's dance. Okay, so it's not a lot of health, but everybody's panicked, I guess. No, not too much, look. But the happiness is all gone. Alright, fight. What do we deal with? Player range damage minus 10. That basically means that only the snipers will do damage. Player melee damage minus 50. Player throw projectile damage minus 60. Okay, that is great. Let's see. And turn. So I should shoot only with these guys, right? Do they do damage? Why do they do damage? If it's minus 10, the damage that they do is 3%. Because I don't want to get exhausted. Well, it's a volley, I guess. It's not a lot, is it? We're not getting tired here. Why are we not getting exhausted? Okay. I didn't equip my Molotovs. Well, that was small, wasn't it? Defeat the Titan. Nobody wounded? Nothing going on? Wow, okay. I don't know, I have the impression that the circles are a little bit less. It's less infected here, I think. I think this was in the infected zone before. I think the circle was wider. So there's some more mini bosses here. The Valkyrie we haven't done, but I don't expect that to be difficult. The Spewer was kind of funny, because we one-shotted that one, kinda. Yeah, there's some more bosses here somewhere, I think. They're all the same. So, well, I think that I'm gonna leave it here, guys, because I can't even get up there anymore. But yeah, it was very interesting, the boss fights. I didn't expect them to be... The first one was really weird tough. If you don't have the melee attack on your truck, it seems like you can't kill it. So that was the toughest boss, I would say. But yeah, I mean, I think this is really the end of the game. We did all the quests, and there's some mini bosses left, but that's not going to change anything, I think. Alright guys, I know this was a really long episode. I do appreciate you guys sticking around, and catch you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.